It's a wild pitch. Murray's in trouble now. The count is 3-0, and Stubby's going out to the mound.
Hey,
hold on a second. Play that back.
Yeah. Another final. Let's see.
One more time. Let's zoom it in and slow it down. And you guessed it. There's your man on set, JG Wentworth commercial, looking like I'm hurting because our pitcher is not getting it done. And, you know, the one thing that I will say, one, I'm not going to play the rest of the commercial. One, because I'm not in it. And two, because we don't need too much copyright heat based off of anything that they're saying, like their slogan. But if you look at all the people in the background, shout out to my man right there, Kevin, tall cat in the middle right there, him. He was very cool on set. All of them were. I had a great day on set. But when you see all the people in the background from different angles, please make no mistake, they did not fill the stadium for these commercials. What they do is they hire about 100 extras. They know what the shot's going to be, and then they just move them to different parts of the stadium when it comes time to shoot in a particular direction, and then they just have them change clothes. It's very interesting, but that's what it was. And there's the JG Wentworth guys. So maybe some of you remember this commercial, maybe some of you don't, but it was definitely a good day on set. And you know, the thing about this time in my talent career, it was pretty kind of early on when I was doing this stuff, was that there was a lot of baseball stuff going on at the time. For some reason, I ended up doing like 3 or 4 baseball gigs, and it was very cool. But the thing was, they always had said, maybe not so much in the case of this one, but they wanted people to have had baseball experience. And when I mean experience, I'm talking about college, professional, like farm leagues, even professional. And I had none of that. I hadn't played baseball since I was maybe 2nd grade. But when I submitted or talked to my agent or whoever, I would just tell them, look, I've been playing football for some time. I'm athletically competent. I know how to move, things like that, if that's what you guys need. I understand that the skill of like using a mitt and a ball is different than catching a football, but still I feel I'm confident. And so I was getting jobs over guys who actually had that level of baseball, college, things like that. I can remember some guys being mad too, but so much of the industry is about a look. And I was a much more muscular version of myself at the time. And so I think I fit just a particular mold, just a particular look, even for something as simple as just a passing shot like what you saw. But what they want to do is bring people in. So if they have to move pieces around, then they have that ability. So for example, I'm going to put some pictures here. I think I have a couple pictures of me in 2 different outfits. And they do that just like with the crowd. They'll hire you as a person in the crowd. They tell you to bring 3 or 4 different outfits, and then they'll move you around. Well, they did the same thing with us. Is they had us with 2 different outfits. I believe one is a red and grayish sort of outfit, and the other is the blue and white pinstripes that you see. And they will have you swap outfits. It's very much like the video game, and I'm going to try to put the tag to it right here, the Verizon video game, so you guys can check that out too as well. And I may put it at the end so you guys can tag that, check out that link. But they give you more than one outfit. They give you like a home and away, outfit. So they're not hiring 2 baseball teams worth of people. They will just strategically move these pieces around, which is why it's important, I think, to have a particular look, because that way they can put you into possibly the camera. And fortunately, I got like a little bit of shine there. So I wasn't the only one in that dugout, but they will pick you based off of the look that you have. And me and the guy that were next to me, we just hung out. And you just get to kind of chill out and be cool and enjoy that. And I saw a lot of people that I knew in the stands, so I was happy for them as well. But it's a cool endeavor. And I always tell people, like, if you want to see something different, just go be an extra on a set for a day. And I shouldn't say extra. I should say background talent, excuse me. Extra is like an antiquated version. And some people may not mind, but you do have to have talent to be in the background. And here's the reason why. So you saw the people cheering and waving in the background. That's probably what you would have to do for your audition. But the amount of people that at times have gone into an audition and then just really done nothing to get the job. You have to act like an excited fan. And then when you get on set, same thing. And now if they shoot from one angle and you are cheering, then you have to be able to do it from a different angle as well with the same enthusiasm. Because if you're waving from one angle and they shoot to continuity for the next angle and you're not waving, then it throws the shot off. And so this is why it's important for people to pay attention, be ready, and when you hear action, when you hear cut, sometimes people are walking and you have to go from one spot to the next. You have to be mindful. This is a whole production. It's a lot of people's time. It's a lot of money. And there's something to be said. It's special to be brought onto a set, just like it's special to be hired for any job. What it says is somebody feels like you are capable in helping them represent their product or bring a production to life. So you definitely want to give it the respect that it deserves. And I think it's just a cool experience to go out and see sometimes. You do get paid for it, not a lot. And I'm not advocating for any like casting company or anybody else, but it's just my personal experience. I've been in the background. I've been a principal. I've had speaking roles. I've had a lot of different areas. So I'm very honored for each and every one of those. But that's what I got, guys. So let me know what your thoughts are. And as I can kind of find some of these old gigs and things like that I can pull up, along with new things as they come up, I would be more than happy to share them with you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Ace up the sleeve, advice, comment, experience. Have you been on a set? Have you been a background talent? Have you been primary, a principal role, things like that? And what was your experience with it? I always think that it's cool. Or have you just worked on set? Sometimes, and those are the people I would resonate with the most, are the people that were loading the trucks and unloading the trucks. I would always offer to help, the background, the grips, all that stuff. And there's always the craft services table. Craft services table is wonderful because it's just this table full of snacks. But if you're on set for more than a few days, you can certainly throw on some pounds, because there's those M&Ms, there's the Skittles, there's cookies, there's all sorts of goodies out there. So you gotta manage your waistline while you're out there. But I had a great time, and like I said, as these come up, I will certainly post these. But the one thing that I will speak to as far as the casting was because I was keeping myself ready. I was keeping myself maybe not ready for necessarily a baseball gig, but I was keeping myself physically ready. I was keeping myself active as far as being in touch with an agent or other actors, things like that. So that is where training for life, something that I speak to quite often, comes into play. And so it doesn't have to just be something like this. It can be working on going from third chair to second chair, or even first in orchestra, or cooking better for yourself, your family, loved ones, you name it. Just saving money, learning a language, all of those things. That's where training for life comes in. Just stay consistent and disciplined on what it is that you enjoy doing. And hopefully it can turn into something very profitable for you, not in a money sense, but that it turns out well for you, or you get to realize something fantastic through it. So again, please leave me some comments. Love to hear from you guys. And as always, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. Peace, love, unity, solidarity. And as always, subscriptions and videos. So stick around.